Hey Muslims, never say Prophet Muhammad was black. There are reasons for it. The first reason is don't even say he was a black Arab. The reason is the first reason is there's a hadith, it says anyone who says that the Prophet was black should be killed. The other reasons are he was not really black. He was very, very, very white. Look at this hadith. This hadith, somebody comes and asks, who among us you is Muhammad? Then they are saying this white man reclining on his arm. So they are pointing at Prophet Muhammad and saying, this white man reclining on his arm is Muhammad. Look at both the hadiths, and this hadith says even his belly was very white. This hadith says his cheeks were very, very white, and this hadith says his face was white, and this hadith says even his armpits were white. Normally, even in a white man body, the armpits will be little bit darker than his own skin color, but here it says even his armpits were white. This is the reason this hadith says anyone who says that the Prophet Muhammad was black should be killed. So never make that mistake, because Prophet Muhammad was white and it is very well documented in hadith that he was a white man. So don't make that mistake. Now you know that people paint Jesus white. Why do they do that? The reason is when you imagine, your imagination, when you want to imagine Jesus white, you paint white. Nothing wrong in that. Now see, if you go to Ethiopian church is one of the oldest churches in the world. Before Christianity reached Europe, Christianity reached Ethiopia. So Ethiopian church is much, much, much older than the churches in Europe. So, God says in the Bible that He created human beings in His own image. So, if you are a black person, you can imagine Jesus to be black. There's nothing wrong in that. So, people in Ethiopia, they were imagining Jesus to be black. So, they painted Jesus black. Nothing wrong in that. And in Europe, when people paint Jesus, they paint white, because that's how they imagine. They love Jesus, they want to imagine, they want to do a painting on Jesus, so they are painting Jesus as one of them. And also, nowhere in the Bible it mentions the skin color of Jesus. Nowhere. You will never find, if you read even cover to cover, you will never find that Jesus' skin color. All what we know about Jesus is that he was a Jew. That's all. The Bible doesn't mention Jesus' skin color. What Bible mention is God created human beings in His own image. So you can imagine Jesus to be white, you can imagine Jesus to be black. But when it's come to Islam, Islam documents in hadith, it is very clearly said that Prophet Muhammad was a white man. He was a white Arab. So don't make the mistake saying Prophet Muhammad was a black person or he was a black Arab. Don't make this mistake. Most of all, keep away from Islam. Islam dies without lies. May God bless you. If you want to watch more videos like this with references, like, share, subscribe, and keep connected and keep safe.